There is some very mild consistency between this episode, you know? Gaia, I'm too sick to care make an intro, you pick the game today. Really? I was saving this for something special, but I guess that's the plan for today. Sup everybody, how you doing? As you may recall from last episode, I'm still sick and I. That's why Gaia is the problem child today. This is gonna be fun. The early 2000s were fun, everybody thought the world's gonna end. The thing that would most likely end the world woke up, and things were looking good for video games. Microsoft released a console that had a stupid name, Nintendo had a great console that would crash, burn and die. And Sony! Crikey, I'm not going to make this video about the PS2 and how it was a big success because I'll be honest, the math doesn't add up. There are a lot of things to talk about the PS2. The most interesting of them being how 1/3 of the lifetime sales happened between the release of the PS3 and the release of the PS4. But if there was one thing the PS2 had a lot of, was third-party support.
Gaia, you can't say the P word on the interwebs. People get angry.
Take this as hyperbole, but I don't think this is hyperbole. I think everybody made a game on the PS2. Not only that, a good game. I mean, you had a shitload of bad games on the PS2 as well, but you had very good games. And among the guys that were making very good games, there were the guys that made Ico. Team Ico. I had a joke in the script about their name, but then I remember. The guys that made Sonic, Team Sonic. Guys that made Gravity Rush, Team Gravity. Guys that made BlazBlue, Team Blue. See what I mean? But we are not here to talk about Ico because I haven't actually played Ico. We cannot. We have a policy about making fun of the weak. We're here to talk about their second game out of 3! Wow, you know that saying about ending things on a golden note? Shadow of the Colossus. You better believe that was a beautiful Joe reference. So Shadow of the Colossus came out in 2005, the year the Xbox 360 released, so you might think, oh, so it wasn't the last games on the PS2. It wasn't. The PS2 got games up to like 2008. This is a part of the video where I normally talk about background stuff, like development, cool stuff I found, etc, etc. I'm not going to do this. I am not up to talk about the development of Shadow. There is so much stuff I can talk about this game. I know this. Because I live with Gaia. Gaia knows details about the development of this game like the back of her hand. I had this joke at the end of the script, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it now. You guys are using the interrupts the wrong way, you should use it to learn about Shadow of the Colossus. There is a lot to talk about this game. For example, did you know the Colossi were designed as inverted Zelda dungeons? One more to the list of games inspired by Zelda that absolutely blows Zelda out of the water. Come on mate, you need to pick up your game, they are leaving you behind. So Shadow of the Colossus came out and I'll be honest, I don't know if this game is a cult classic, or just a cult. It's a game that if you have your ankles on the game sphere, you're gonna hear about it sooner or later, but I'm not truly sure how many people outside of the game sphere heard about this. But inside the game sphere, man, this thing is huge. I have friends that barely know what a Samus is and they know about this game. For today's episode, we will be talking about the PS4 remake of the game. Remake? Remaster? Is this a remake or a remaster?
Well, the PS4 version of the game. Fuck it.
Reasons being 1, it looks pretty. 2, we don't actually have a PS2. I know, right? Shocking stuff. I told you I have a theory that the universe just up and forgot about giving us one, right? The story of Shadow of the Colossus is very simple. This girl died, this boy is very sad, he goes to see the evil god of the ceiling. The evil god of the ceiling said, my duty is to break the 16 idols. To break the idols you need to kill the Colossi. After all of that is said and done, the girl will come back to life, so good luck. But, Gaia, just hear me out, okay? Oh, when did that ever stop me? I made this whole channel for fuck's sake. Okay, fine. To be fair, I had me so that destroying the idols. The less idols the world has, the better. Here you play as Wonder, the guy that's so sad that his girlfriend died that he decided to make a pact with the evil ceiling god. Don't you dare start talking about fan theory right now, young lady. This right here is Dormin, apparently the antagonist of the game. To be able to revive Mono, you need to destroy the idols, yada yada yada. I already made this joke, let's kill some idols, baby! Woohoo! Man, this game is such a dream. You get to kill idols, you get to fight giant things. Ah, such a perfect game. I will spoil this, not all the Colossi are amazing, but the ones that are amazing are fucking fucking amazing. Can I talk about the colossi design real quick? Short version, I really like them. So hop on aggro, aka best mare, come at me upon offense your horses just like your game. Outclass it, use your sword as a guiding key, and go slay some things. And with that, I welcome you to the overworld of Shadow of the Colossus. So, I feel like I could throw some rocks in here. Gaia, chill, let me finish.
Gaia, you yourself don't respect the rule. Then let me finish what I was saying, you fucking
Yeah, this place is empty as fuck. There's rocks, grass, birds, and lizards. Now take a guess, am I talking about Shadow of the Colossus or Gaia's room? The answer is, could be both. Although yes, technically speaking, there is not much to find here. Let me give you a counter argument. Who the fuck cares about it? The Forbidden Lands. We really just broke into a place called the Forbidden Lands, right? I mean, I never did it for a girl. I feel like if the Forbidden Lands had too much stuff going on, it would take away from the game. This isn't a game about, oh, let's go to the forbidden place and find lots of treasures and such. No. This is a game about killing giant things and going on a journey. I will say, if this game was quote-unquote open world and you could just fuck around and find out where the colossi is and you didn't even have a general order to do the colossi, would that be very interesting? Yes, that would be very interesting. This is a PS2 game! I feel like there is a debate to be had there about a remake, remaster, reimagining spiritual successor of Shadow of the Colossus that is a complete open world game and you can just fuck around and find out. Etc, you know the drill, the Breath of the Wild inspired stuff we'll see in this generation. I know this, because now that I brought it up, there is a high chance Gaia and I will be debating that. Today's gonna be a fun night. Grab some alcohol, I really wanna see how far this conversation goes. Going back to the game I actually straight up just prefer the game to be like this. The star of the show are the Colossus. You know, there's big things you need to kill. I feel like if you put a lot of different stuff in the game, yes, there is a chance that it would also be fun, but I like the focus the Colossi has. They are the main thing of the game. They are the main attraction. Plus, this game is goddamn beautiful. I'm not even talking about the graphics necessarily. I'm talking about the actual place. The Forgotten Lands is a very beautiful place. I wish I could be here. Is this why you like this game so much? Because I have this very beautiful, very natural place. As you check out the Colossi, you will be traveling all around the place. And all of these travels are so good. This place is so beautiful and it's so interesting. There's always that feeling of, oh man, I wonder what I'm gonna see now. And then you see something great and you think, oh shit, that's so cool. I still remember so many places of this game. Not even the arenas, the actual journey. As the game doesn't give you a map, there's still a little bit of the feeling of fucking around and adventuring. Plus, it's not like walking around and finding stuff doesn't happen. You find the lizards, you can increase your stamina, and you find the hawks. I don't know what the hawks do. I bet I can take down more hawks than you. Yeah, me. Sup everybody, how y'all doing? Post-production Yue over here. It's 6 in the morning and I'm recording shit. So yesterday, Gaia and I were recording footage for the game, and that's a lie, we weren't actually recording footage. We already had the footage. We were just playing the game because we liked this game, and then if something funny happened we would use it as footage. For example, I hit the head sigil on the third Colossus using the harpoon. I was very impressed by myself. Suck it Gaia, I'm the best archer. And as we were playing the game, we had a little bit of this epiphany. So I looked at her, she looked at me, I said go fuck yourself, I'm not recording anything, and here I am recording things. We just realized a couple of things about the overworld and I wanna share it, because if you're gonna be technical, the overworld is very empty. But it never felt boring to traverse this place. Reason number one is because I have a goddamn horse. Having aggro on this game really helps making it not boring at all. Speaking of aggro, I think she has tracking. I can confirm this, I didn't read this anywhere, I was just playing the game and I noticed. I'm pretty sure aggro works on some sort of tracks automatically. It's like you just press the button and she will keep walking on the right path. This kinda does prove that this game is very linear, and it is somewhat magical because you don't really feel like this game is linear, but your heart has built-in GPS. How many games can you say that? But still, the overworld is kinda empty. Aside from lizards, the only thing you can do is pray on the shrines. Not only am I not a religious man, I have a bone to pick with most religions, so I refuse to kneel down to anything. But traversing the map was still fun, so I had to take a step back and look at it, and I realized why. Two reasons for that. One, the shrine of worship is in the middle of the map. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. By being on the middle, you are on a reasonable distance from pretty much every colossi in the game. The furthest away one might be Naga, but still is one that's really far away, okay? If you're on the corner of the map, being the top, bottom, whatever, you would need to travel the same chunk of the map a lot. That would get kinda boring. And second, the real thing I realized that made me record this thing is that you are never too far away from anything. I can't confirm Team could plan this at all, but it feels like every single quadrant of the game there is a thing. I didn't talk about this, oops, my bad. But if you didn't know, the game is divided into quadrants, ranging from 1 to 8 and 8 to K. It really feels like every quadrant is something, like all of them are a little sightseeing spot. Some of them have to travel through multiple times to get to the Colossus, but they don't really overstay their welcome and you don't really have to do them in a row. And even then, when you travel through them again you think, oh, I remember this place. The most annoying one might be the forests just because Zago can run on them, but you have to traverse them from Colossus 6, 12 and 13. It's not a big deal, okay? The quadrants being structured like this really helps traveling the map. It never really feels boring because you're always on a cool place seeing something cool. Now, going back to the topic of the overworld being empty, I forgot about one thing. This is exclusive to the PS4 remaster of the game. Remake, remaster, doesn't matter right now. Scattered throughout the map you have 79 coins. You fools! You overshot the number! If you collect all the coins you get access to Dormi's evil sword of evil and darkness. I still defend that the overworld is empty, but I also defend that this is part of the charm. But the coins are nice, you know? They're not overbearing. But if you wanna find them, it's a nice little thing to do. By the way, this map can be huge. I think you probably know about this, especially considering I just mentioned about the quadrants. But this map is huge. There is a lot of map in this map. And there's a lot of secrets in this map. If you decide to take aggro out of the tracks, you can find some pretty neat places. They still don't have much. Most of them just have coins. Which does kinda make me wonder, is this something from the remaster or were they on the original? But it doesn't matter, I just feel like they are a fun place to find. So yeah, I'm gonna be hunting all coins now.
Why? I would never! Oh no, I absolutely could, but it would not be fun this way. You can't even go to the toilet by yourself late at night. How do I have the balls to say this? So, combat. You see that big thing? Stab it. You can't kill it with the bow, you need to stab it. Then you better become a stabber real quick. The quote-unquote combat of Shadow of the Colossus is more like you climb the big thing and then you have to stab the weak point. And yes, that's the short version of it. So fun fact, as I was writing this episode I started thinking, man, what if I had like a game based around this concept of fighting some giant thing, but instead of being quote-unquote grounded, it was just a crazy enemy fight. So you have double jumps and dare dashes and crazy looking powers and cinematic cutscenes and etc, etc. Ah, that would be so cool. We have stuff like Monster Hunter and God Eater, but no, I want something even crazier. Like some big bombastic anime fights against giants. Hey Gaia, how you doing over there? Way to go, sis, that's the spirit. Now to the combat that we actually got. It's fun. I mean, you are a tiny little this, and the colossi are a giant big that. Aside from the fun puzzle element of, how the fuck do I climb this thing and stab it? Which by itself is something very very fun. There's also the aspect of you being a tiny little thing, climbing a big thing that's trying to shake you off. And yeah, that is cool. The feeling of holding on for dear life as these massive creatures trying to shake you off. God, that's so fun. Every colossi has around 2 weak points. One of them is located around the body, the other more often than not is on the head. As far as I remember, yes, you need to stab the both of them. The minor sigil normally shines only for a little bit and then it fades away, and the big sigil can take a lot more damage before fading away, but you still need to stab the both of them. So you get the fun feeling of being the world's most annoying ant ever. Last thing to say about combat is that it can be quite challenging. You see this tiny little thing over there? That's your stamina, and like most staminas, it tells how long you can keep on going at that giant thing.
Wait, Cat, did you write this? Sounds kinda dirty. So how was it? Great, 15 left to go. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this so badly. Gaia, are you going to regret this? Great, I'm already regretting it. We are going to talk about all the colors. I feel like I should have learned my lesson while doing the Mario 64 episode, but apparently I didn't. Great! So all the colors have a dev name and a fan name, and I'll give you a spoiler, most of the fan names are cool. This guy over here is Valus, dev name Minotaur A. If there is a prize to the most introductory giant I've ever seen in my life, this guy is a very strong contender. He is the first colossus, so if you expect anything amazing out of it, I'm sorry to say, he doesn't. He has a cool intro because he's just walking around and then you find this giant thing and then you go, "Welp! This is a problem." He is introductory colossi, so his job is much more to explain to you how the game works than to be an amazing boss. He's still a fine boss, but he's not interesting? He's not bad by any means, but I just don't jump out of my chair thinking, "Oh man, I gotta fight that?" I guess this is his game effect. I'm fighting this giant thing which is a crazy epic fight and I feel basically nothing about it. A fun fight, nothing amazing. Okay, let's make this a little bit more bearable. 30 seconds to talk about each colossi. Alright, let's go. Next one we have... Quadratus, dev name Mammoth A. Doesn't look like a mammoth. The idea of this boss fight is that you take your bow, you aim at the feet and then he goes, "Oh no, my feet!" and then he falls down and then you stab it. Gaia, I can't believe you wasted our 30 seconds like this. You fight it near the beach, that's a little bit more interesting, but this is still a very vanilla fight. The game is still explaining to you how to get the hang of it, and that you need to use the bow as well. Third Colossus, Gaius. That's me! Dev name Knight. Fuck. Gaius is a Colossus on the cover of the remaster, and I'll be honest, I think it's fitting because this is when the fights go from good to great. First of all, by all intents and purposes, you have a sword, he has a sword, there's no one around here, this is a circle, this is a sword fight in an arena. This is already a contender for an A+. Second, although this place is completely empty, you have to look around and go, I wonder why there is this thing on the floor. It's the first fight to make you look around and think, oh, I need to use the things around me to beat this guy. Third, I really like the arena. Look at this place, it's high as hell in a body of water. This is an amazing place to fight. Gaius is great, Gaius is amazing, you should all love Gaius. I dropped that name a long time ago, I don't think it counts anymore. Plus, I am an ass. Fourth Colossus, fight a dev named Kirin. The only reason I know what the fuck a Kirin is because Guy is a good little sapling that won't stop talking about her mommy. The idea of fighter is that you have to bait him, and then you go underground, and then he goes, "Oh, where is he?" and then you stab it. This boss fights are not very good. I have to sit here and do check because if this fucker hears me before the right time, he starts moving and then I have to do the shit all over again. He only has one single sigil, so it is a one and done. At least the design is good. I did. Gaia, remind me again, why don't you like platformers? Next! Well, at least she's having fun. Hey Vion, Dev. You good down there, mate? Hey Vion, Dev name Bird. Guys, come on, you weren't even trying with this one. Nice point. At least he's a bird of prey, so I think this is a good bird friend. Gaia, have you seen the amount of meat we eat daily? Okay, what can I say about Avion that you can't see? This is a giant bird, you are stabbing it while you are flying it. This is the easiest recipe for epic boss fight you can have. Although, it is still not as epic as Gaius.
Colossus, fight!
What if there was a fighting game with the Colossus? Kinda like that one Godzilla game. And then you pick your favorite Colossus and your friend will pick their favorite Colossus and then they would fight in an arena and destroy everything and the arenas could be the places where you fight the Colossus in game and a bird can dream. Next colossus is Barba, they've named Minotaur B. If it is a Minotaur, you know it's gonna be mediocre. The me in Minotaur stands for mediocrity. I will say, the colossus with a beard is very cool. Darmin says that although he lusts for destruction, a fool, he is not. Darmin, you're a fucking liar! All you have to do with Barbara is hide for a little bit and then he goes, oh, where did you go? And then you jump on his beard, funny enough, and stab it. Yes, that's the boss fight. Another cool little part about Barbara's fight is at the beginning when he's chasing you and destroying everything. But that's still not enough to make the fight anything amazing. Minotaurs are made to be mediocre. How are we going AC? Why? Oh, I remember this guy. 7th Colossus. Hydrus, dev name Eel. Hydrus is a very boring name, Eel is somehow worse. Hydrus is the first colossus I had to fight in water. Avian had water, but that was to make sure you wouldn't die. Aside from the massive hate boner I have for water, this boss fight's fine. It takes a very long time to start, but then it starts and it's not that bad when you fight it. It's a neat little change of pace. I might prefer air battles and land battles more, but this one's fine. I also had a strange feeling in my chest that I had a hard time this boss fight. I don't know if this is just me, but Gaia's dying over there right now, so probably it isn't. Just because I suck at it. You good? Great, because now you need to fight that. Gaia, now might be a good time to pull my enemy back. The 8th Colossus, Kuromori. Fuck's a Kuromori? I am enough of a weeb to know that Kuro means black and Mori means forest, but I'm also enough of a weeb to know that this probably isn't the right translation. And Google just gave me Chromely and I don't know what I'm really curious about the origin of the fan names. If you know about the origin of the fan names and you wanna tell me about it, please do it. I'll give you a shirtless picture of me. Guy, this is a part of the script you're supposed to say. I can't do that. Know what? I think she has bigger problems. Kuromori. Dev name Yamari B. What the fuck's a Yamari and where the hell's A? This fight, honestly, one of the best. You're stuck in an arena, that's already a contender for A+. Kuromori is trying to shoot you. You are trying to shoot Kuromori, so you have to play this game of who gonna shoot who first. With Gaius, you're having a sword fight. Kuromori, you're having a shootout. A muzzle fight, 9 out of 10. In terms of fighting things in an arena, I still prefer Gaius. And you, did you have fun? Weren't you just bragging about how good of an archer you were? Sup everybody, how y'all doing? This is a post-production Yue that is slowly losing sanity. Over there we have a post-production guy that worked so much on this video that the Phoenix genes kicked in and she had to lay down so she could heal. So the video's ready. I'm convinced this video's ready. I think it's a good video, we worked very hard on it, and it's also 42 minutes long. So Gaia and I made the executive decision to pull up the 6th rule of the white snakes. This video is becoming a true project, right now. I feel like this way is easier for people to watch. I get another video so I can have extra time to work on the video I have to work. And if I have to render a 40-minute video again, I am going to defenestrate Gaia. So the second part of the video is coming out on April 20th. Original plan was to come out on April Fools, for reasons you don't need to know. But I have another video I want to get out on early April. So I said, okay, go to the middle. And that's it. This is the video. I hope you like the video. Thank you for sticking by. I'm hungry and I wanna die. Gaia, roll the credits.